Hello and welcome to episode 8 of SPADS. The topic this week, Gareth Bale. Is he overrated? So Gareth Bale has just announced his retirement from all professional football, international and club football. Some people think he has had a great career. Others think not so much. Gentlemen, Gareth Bale, is he overrated?
I think he is. I think he had 2 good seasons at Tottenham and a good spell at Madrid.
A good spell?
A good spell.
What would you class as a good spell?
A few seasons. He's got 5 Champions Leagues, so it's more than just a season.
More than Messi.
Messi's never played for Real Madrid.
I know, but it's 5 Champions League. Messi only got 4.
5 Champions League, 4 World Club Cups, 3 league winners, La Liga winners, 3 Super Cups and 3 Supercopa de Española.
And most of those will be while he's at Madrid,
Sorry?
Most of those will be while he's at Madrid.
Yeah, so Real Madrid, he had 258 games, 106 goals, don't know how many assists, can't remember. But really, Kev, do you think overrated, Bale?
Do you know what? I think half his problem, because I think he was a really good player, but I think half his problem with his issue with the fans and the media in Spain, I think that really did affect his whole image, which it shouldn't, because let's be honest, when he did play for Real Madrid, when he did the overhead kick, was it against Liverpool in the Champions League?
Yeah, it was, yep.
He was better than Ronaldo then, but that season he was better than Ronaldo, but unfortunately Ronaldo obviously has the fans and all that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to say if he's got overrated, but I think he could have been even better.
I can see why.
I think he could have been better. I think, if anything, he wasn't as good as he should have been. The talent that he had, he could have been. Yeah,
I agree with Lee in terms of why I can see why people think like you do, Lee, because he's done great. When you look at his stats, you think, But
has he got the all-round game?
No,
but he doesn't need the all-round game.
You do feel like he hasn't. There's just a bit missing.
He scored great goals in important times.
Yeah, that's what he did, didn't he? A lot of his goals.
But he's not stand out week in, week out, is he?
No. But he was quick. He didn't get to play week in,
Is he good with the ball?
No.
Was he
That's
good with the ball?
He was injured.
Was he good with the ball? Did he take on player after player after player?
I think so. But there's just something about him. I don't know what it is.
But we don't remember it, do we? So
no,
could he be that good?
I know. That's the issue.
You remember the overhead kick goal or the goal that saved them and won them the Champions League and kept them in the league, etc., etc.
The hat trick he scored in the Champions League.
That for Tottenham against Inter Milan.
Yeah, when he done Micron, and
then he ended his career.
Yeah, you remember the big moments, but nothing else.
Yeah, is that good enough to call you as a great player if you can just had a couple of standout points?
I think he is a great player. He's a game changer. You know, any one time he can score a quality free kick or something from anywhere, 25, 30 yards.
Maddison can do that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't put him in the same bracket, would you?
No, but do you not think though, Bale did score a few goals where it's won them the game, like in these finals.
Yeah, and I think that's what we remember him for. Not
do you know what I mean? That's where I think he gets
great player.
Yeah, I agree. There's definitely a question mark. There's something I can't put my finger on it. You're right in terms of what is missing, because when you look at his stats, they're not bad. I mean, they're good in fact. I mean, for club, 553 games, 185 goals, 138 assists. I mean, that's some decent stats. However, we're still sort of going, well, he was good.
It's about 1 in 4. I think it's 441 games and 171 goals or something. Yeah, which is... It's less than...
He did score 41 goals for Wales in 111 games, which is a good stat by anyone.
Yeah, that's good.
Wales aren't...
For Wales, they don't score goals, do they?
No offence to the Welsh.
Not against England, do they?
No, that's it. So his career total includes across, obviously, career, club and country, 665 games, 226 goals, 161 assists. He walked away with 18 trophies in his career. As you said, Dave, 5 Champions League, which is a huge achievement.
More than Man United.
Yeah. So, do we
1 in 3, is that a good stat?
He's not a striker. Yeah. He was a winger. So it's a good return from, would you be happy with that return from a Rashford, a Anthony? Because that's the type of player we're looking at. Yeah. Would you be happy with that with a, I was going to say Sane, but, a Jota or a Salah?
You would be, wouldn't you? Salah, you probably expect a bit more because he's one of the greatest. But yeah,
One of the greatest.
It's not Jordan Henderson.
Wow.
oh well, yeah. But you go.
Liverpool hat off, please.
Yeah.
Dave.
You're going with Gareth Bale though. He was the first €100 million player.
He was.
You know, so
Gee, that was ages ago as well, wasn't it?
yeah,
Jesus.
it's cost the same amount of money as Anthony's cost. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I would say he's a better player than Anthony.
So Gareth Bale, is he overrated?
No.
No. Lee, you think yes?
Yeah. I think, well, there's a question
Kev?
mark. That's the problem. Yes. If there's a doubt, it's a yes.
All right. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Kev,
Wow.
what about yourself?
Yeah. I don't think. I think he's been a great player. I think he's done very well. But the fact that we're split down the middle proves that there's still something missing.
I still think though it's just what you're saying. It's just
It's just not memorable, is
yeah,
it?
No.
It's just
And
not that fast.
I don't know if it's because he is quite a quiet. He does keep.
Yeah, we don't know
himself
if it's the
himself.
media that's done
Yeah,
that.
and unfortunately we all.
It's not like he's been shy of the media, though, is it? It's not like he's been
Yeah, I think he has though.
like he's just sat in the corner and not said anything. He's been there at
Yeah,
the
but
best
I
of
think
times,
he didn't
hasn't
ever interact with the Spanish media ever.
No.
Yeah, he's a
That
bit,
was the golf thing that done
Yeah.
him in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In terms of
That was it,
just,
yeah.
just
he'll be on the
Yeah.
PGA soon. You watch.
Do you think?
Yeah,
He wants to.
Do you think it'd be
pursue
good
golf,
enough to get onto the PGA?
Apparently, he's an immense golfer.
yeah,
No, he's supposed to be wicked.
yeah.
Fun fact: my mate lives in his old house. When he moved to Real Madrid, my mate bought his house off Gareth Bale and lives in his house. And the triple garage they've got was a putting studio.
He's got.
Gareth
Has
Bale.
he got two holes in his garden?
No,
Well, no,
he
that-
had a football goal in his
wrong.
garden, which
I've
Yeah,
got, I've got
I
some
had,
holes in
but-
my garden, but I don't use them for putting.
what do you use it for? or
they're just
or we
holes.
better not.
Not what you're thinking.
Just for David's private time.
The same as he did in the divot hole on the 18th on Sunday. Press ups.
No, he has been great, Bale. But yeah, look, it's sad to see him go because he was a player that you would watch if he was on the league. The jury's still out. Comment below what you think. What do you think? Do you think Bale's overrated? John Daly, no doubt, will comment, and we're going to get him on in a little while. We'll move on to the next subject. Graham Potter. He's obviously been in the news a lot this week with regards to being under pressure at Chelsea. What do we think? First of all.
The question you need to ask, is he under pressure?
Well, it seems
We have
like
no idea what the board...
No, the media
think-
certainly are putting
I
under
can't
pressure,
see,
and the
right.
Chelsea fans were booing or made their.
Again, we
thing
had
at
that
the end.
conversation last week about football fans and just wanting pure success. So you can take the fans out of it because they're not going to change the board's mind.
No,
Look at what they spent. Don't get me wrong. I know clubs happy to spend all this money. They spent 20 million to get him, and then his backroom staff as well. You can't just turn around like the amount of players
They
they've
spent
got
200
there.
million on defenders, haven't they?
Yeah,
yeah, that's
And does their defence look any?
no.
But they're not players he's wanted.
Yeah, that's the other question.
They
Is
allowed
this,
Tuchel to spend all that money,
Yeah,
and then they sack him.
Yeah,
yeah.
Is he going to get a window?
He needs
has
to
to.
summer window.
Should he be doing better with the squad he's got?
No.
Well, injuries are the ones that's plagued him. They've got
Yeah.
loads of injuries.
Yeah.
Sterling's out. James is out.
They miss Reece
Pulisic's out.
James immensely.
he's
Yeah,
their
he's
best
made a
player
glass, though,
by
hasn't he?
far. He's their best player by far. And do you know what? When he come back and he got injured that game, it's quite scary that a wing back affects the team so much
Yeah,
like that.
But if he's made of glass, then
Yeah.
they need to
Yeah.
think about that. Then.
yeah. So I mean, he has had a lot of injuries. He's been there 4 months. He's played 18. He's won 8. He's drawn 4 and he's lost 6. So it's the worst start for any Chelsea manager through 11 Premiership games in 30 years.
But 4 of those, he's been beaten by City, by the way. 4 times this season already.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that he's under pressure because it feels like he's only got there last week.
Yeah, that's it. He hasn't given time, and I think that's the problem. Again, owners want instant success, but it's not his team.
Do you not think? Right, sorry to interrupt, Kev. Do you not think though? If I understand he's gone up from a level from Brighton, but do you think João Felix and what's the one that Arsenal are getting, but Chelsea are trying to link with him?
Fernandez.
No,
Yeah,
no, the guy from Shakhtar.
yeah. Right now, to me, what I would say is a bit like what David Moyes was. You've got these certain players that they like. They do their due diligence on this player. Yes, there might be a bit of a high caliber, but they don't get these big names. They go, and I personally think Potter would not go and get João Felix.
No,
I don't think he would look at him.
but he's going to Chelsea now, isn't he?
Yeah. So I mean, you can probably. He's not going to say no. I don't want him. But to me, he seems to me that someone would go right. I need I don't know, a defensive midfielder. Okay, right, I'm going to do my due diligence. Either someone from abroad, but isn't a big name, but I've done, I've looked to him.
He's sort of proven though, Felix, and there's Potter thinking I need someone in to score me some goals, to win me some games, to save my arse.
Do we think Potter's making the choices? Do we think?
Well, again, we don't know, do we?
No.
But what do we think?
No, I don't think he is.
So you think the board is buying in because they don't have a director of football, Chelsea, do they?
They do now, but I don't know if he's joined yet. He's coming from.
Okay.
Well, if they do now, then obviously he should have been joined.
No, I think he's signed, but hasn't. Oh no, he is now. It's January now, so he would have. I think he has. Yeah.
It's January. What?
Yeah.
So they're working the same transfer window as the player.
That must be so difficult for a manager. I understand the reason for a director of football, so that continuity, and obviously if a manager leaves, you've still got to think. But it must be really difficult to come in and not be able to make the decision on the players you want.
Yeah, because you've got your playing style.
If Bowley's gone, right, I'm going to give you time. Here's your players. I'm going to bring a couple in to see you through. Don't worry, the pressure's off.
Mm-hmm.
Go and do what you got to do. Wait till the summer, then I'll give you a bucket full of cash.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to worry, is he?
No.
But did he get a bit stroppy in the interview the other day and say you were asking me stupid questions?
He's starting to get a bit.
Now, is that because he is under pressure or he's just fed up with the bullshit?
Well, I'd imagine it's a little bit like with boxing in terms of you don't just do one interview, you do hundreds of interviews.
It's tiresome, doesn't it?
And you get the same questions over and over again. There's only so many times you can, how many times do people call you an idiot a day? It must get tedious by the end of it. Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're talking today. I thought you were talking to me.
So it must get. So I think he's probably feeling the pressure a little bit. But do we think it's fan led? Do we think it's media led? Do we think it's board led? Where do we think
it's always fan and media led? It's always fan and media led. There's no pressure from the board. The board will have a conversation and say, look, you're not performing. Mm-hmm. You've got 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to put a bit of pressure on, but it's not pressure like you get from the media. And
but he's had 18 games.
But is it really?
Let's be honest though. Let's be honest.
Let's call it 14 because 4 of them are City.
Previous owner at Chelsea, you could go and win the Champions League and the FA Cup or do the double. And next season you start off bad and he sacks you.
Well, is it that?
I mean?
Well, we've got that haven't you, from the fans and us lot going on.
And they're
still going to be the Chelsea way,
owners, aren't they?
But is that what we're doing? Is there really no pressure coming from Chelsea fans now, or is it the narrative that we're driving because we're used to Chelsea changing their manager every second Tuesday?
Yeah, it could be that. Could be that. We think, well, they're not doing well. Yep, time for them to change because that's what they do.
And it has worked for them. Let's be honest. As much as I don't like it,
we're at the stage now where we need to know inner details rather than.
Yeah.
Have you got Bowley's number on your phone?
Yeah, it can be caller of the week next week.
We'll give him a bell.
Hi guys.
Yeah, so I say it does seem very, very quick for Potter. Do we think he's the right manager for Chelsea?
Again, you're not going to know until whether we know he's put his stamp
at the moment.
on the team.
I think the problem is there's a lot of players there that need clearing out, and is he the manager to do that? I mean, I think he's a good manager.
Yeah, he's only ever really worked with smallish players. Well, not small players, but not
with
big
no
egos.
turnover either.
He's played with players that want to play football for that club.
Yeah.
Whereas Chelsea, a lot of their players just there for the paycheck. Aubameyang now, he doesn't seem like he really wants to be there.
He didn't want to be at Arsenal.
No,
you don't know about Aubameyang's there though.
He's injured at the moment anyway.
He is, another injury. But is Potter good enough for the big name players?
So what do you think? What does Dave Pope think? Do you think Graham Potter is the right person for Chelsea?
Yeah, I think he will be the right man in time.
What about the interim? What about now, Dave?
Yeah, not. He is the right manager. He just needs that time to get there.
Yeah.
To get his players. Not, he doesn't want. Yeah, he wants big name players, but he doesn't want too many of them.
Has he got the cojones though to deal with those big players?
So let me ask you the question: is he the right player? Is he the right manager for Chelsea, Lee?
Only time will tell. It's not.
But now, as in now, do you think making a decision now? You got to make a snap judgment. Do you stay with him because you think he's the right person, or do you change it?
You stick with it because you can't go down this get rid.
Stick with him. I think he's a good manager. You got to stick with him, and you pay that money. You got to let him do it. It's not a quick fix. Could take a couple of seasons. You got there's a lot of bloody players there that all of them, to me, they bought a lot of players that kind of like first starters, where I think they're trying to rotation. And let's be honest, Thomas Tuchel had quite a good fun trying to swap them around. Then it weren't working right. Then he's like dropped a player, and then it brought him back. It's so many players.
It doesn't work rotation.
No,
I know it needs to be done, but it doesn't work because no one gets into a pattern. Everyone gets confused what they're doing. Yeah. Even the manager gets confused what he's doing.
Potter is the right manager because he will play the style of football that Chelsea fans want to play.
Yeah,
attacking, attractive football. Tuchel was defensive. You know,
But will he bring the right players in to be able to win things? Do we
Yeah.
think?
He's given
He will.
time. I think if he's given
Well, I think
time.
getting João Felix is a good indication that he's still Chelsea's still attracting the big names, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, but who's making that decision? If Potter's given a purse in the summer and said, "Go and do," is the step up from Brighton to Chelsea standard players? Is he going to be able to do that?
Yeah, I
is he
think-
going to be able to go scouting and go, right, I'm now Chelsea manager, not Brighton. I need to go and win trophies,
That
not stay in the
quality's a
Premier
little
League.
bit higher.
But-
I've got to go. I've got to make this work.
But
Yeah.
Chelsea were only a mid-table team until Abramovich's money came in.
Yeah, true.
So they're now back to where they belong.
But if you've got high caliber football people making the purchase decisions,
Yeah.
i.e. Mourinho, Tuchel, do you know what I mean? They're top managers. I'm not saying Potter's not,
No.
but he's not their level.
Yeah.
yeah,
Can he be trusted to make those
Well,
decisions
if we
to
think
make
it's director
Chelsea
of
be
football-
what they need to be?
If we think there's director of football going in there, then that will do that anyway. And the fact that even with their problems and Potter, the likes of João Felix, who walk into most Premier League sides, is willing to go there, I think there's still the attraction, the appeal yet.
He's not the answer, though. He's not the answer for the whole team.
No, but it's a step in the right direction.
No one's
isn't it?
performed.
But he
really.
could. But then saying that, he could go in. I mean, I think he's a little magician. He could go in and give them that little spark, and that maybe that's all they need. Pick up
Yeah,
a couple
yeah.
of wins. Do you know what I mean? There's that.
Yeah,
that
they just win.
Yeah, do you know
It's-
what I mean? To get a
They've
couple
won
of
one
wins.
in the last six.
Their issue has been up front, isn't it? It's scoring, take chances, and scoring chances, etc., etc. That's going to be. That's where their issue has been mainly. I can't remember. I looked at the stats for the Man City game. It wasn't until like the 51th minute they had a touch in the 51st minute. They didn't have a touch in Man City's box. I mean, that's ridiculous for a top six.
but I think they missed that creative spark. So Felix is that player. You know, he's like the Coutinho was for us. You know, we missed someone with a bit of spark. He's there.
He'd bring other players.
Fred, for you guys, you know, the creative spark.
I think Mason. I think he would. He's the type
Mason
of player. Mason Mount.
Sorry, I forgot who you're talking about.
Yeah. I actually
I've
think.
not heard his name for about 6 months.
No, I actually
He did
think
play for England.
He's the sort of player that would, raise all the players around him and want to,
Yeah, a bit of an uplift.
yeah, because he, I think he.
I hope so, because I want Potter to do well. 'Cause
Yeah.
I like him as a
I do too. I like to.
manager.
I don't want to see Chelsea do well, but I want to see Potter do well.
Yeah,
Which is a
English
conflict of interest.
manager. Maybe he might take over from Southgate in a few years' time.
Maybe. Don't get me started on Southgate. Transfer news, Kev. You're our transfer news person. I know you keep your eyes on.
He's just crapped
Yeah.
his pants.
Yeah.
Oh no!
We haven't prepared you for
Sky
this
Sports,
whatsoever. We're going live to Kevin, who's outside.
My yellow tie.
Jim White, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's any transfer news that you hear about?
João Felix, obviously to Chelsea, is more or less done.
Yeah.
What's the striker that we're getting?
Weghorst.
Weghorst.
Basically, I think it's more or less agreed.
It's verbally agreed.
It's verbally agreed. Basically, Besiktas wanted compensating, and I think they're going to get the one that Ronaldo's booted out at. Is it Akbar or what is?
yeah, wherever that is. But
But doesn't Weghorst play for Burnley?
yeah, he's
Yeah,
done.
he does.
It's just the agreement between Burnley and Besiktas to get him
Yeah,
on float.
but he's basically-
So you want a
Big
championship
fan.
striker?
Is he
Do you know
coming to
what?
us? Is it a
Yeah.
loan deal or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's going to come to us on that. I don't care.
I saw the
Ten
figure of
Hag-
9
Ten
million.
Hag,
What was that, mate? What was
yeah,
that?
if Ten Hag is happy with him, I'll take him.
Yeah.
I'm not questioning
We'd take
Ten
anyone
Hag.
at the moment up front. I'd take him or Heskey.
It's something
Get him
different.
out.
It's
Oh.
something
Get him out of
different.
What
retirement.
about Pete Crouch?
Yeah, anyone. Look, Man United need a striker. He has scored goals at all levels. He did okay in the World Cup. Yet, look, he's not one you want to pin your front line on for the next 3 seasons.
Well,
in terms of that
have
for
you
Man
seen
United.
they reckon they're going big in the summer, don't they? And it's Harry
Yeah,
Kane.
but we had that 2 or 3 seasons ago.
I don't know. I
I don't want Harry Kane at United.
Why would he go to United?
I don't want him there.
It's
What?
a sideways step.
what from Tottenham to Man
Yeah,
United? What
it
if
is.
they're in the top 4 and we're in the top 4 and they're not?
That'd be top-
Dave, you don't drink. You've been drinking.
Yeah,
what
they're
you
playing Champions League football, aren't they?
Who?
No, not that. Yeah, Spurs are. They got 4th last season, didn't they? So they're playing Champions League football.
If they don't next year, it's what I'm saying.
Would you rather
Oh, no,
play
they
for
are.
Tottenham or Manchester United?
Tottenham all day long. I want to play for the
You are
horrible
such
Manx.
a prick. No wonder your wife hates you.
I would, you know, if it was the only Manx team I'd probably play for is City.
They wouldn't have
United.
you.
But then,
That's because you're a glory hunter, because you're shit at
no, I
everything.
can sit on the bench and get paid millions for doing nothing. That's a dream, that is.
But no, I would take him. I think we need a striker. So it's not the ideal, but
Let's be honest. We're not signing him on a 3-year contract.
No.
And I don't care. I've just said if Ten Hag is signing him, I'll back him because
Yeah.
he's our manager and he knows what he's doing. Look at what he did to Haller that was at West Ham, didn't really
Yeah.
seem to do it. Adam Ajax, yes, different league, but Adam there, and look what he done with him.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Arsenal won last night, 3-0, Oxford United.
Yep.
Everyone's saying Nketiah is the next coming of Pele. I mean, he basically scored. Well, he scored 2 goals against a
Oxford.
15th in League One
One,
side.
yeah.
Wasn't it 50-50 though? They didn't score in the first half. It was well more in the first half, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but what he did do, he did take his goals well. Arsenal did play well, and you'd be happy with the performance. And so we're going to have our first SPADS Call of the Week. So we're going to call Mr. John Daly, who's a friend of the pod.
SPADS Caller of the Week.
John,
Hello,
can
John.
you hear us?
Hello.
Hey, there he is.
Here he is.
John, hello, welcome to SPADS. How you doing?
Yeah, can't grumble. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. This is Kevin speaking. I'm sat next to Mr. Pope, which, as you will know, is a is a
Dream
burden.
come true. Every man wants to be sitting next to me.
Can you hear us all right through, John? Because obviously we've got all 4 running through the one thing. Can you hear us all right?
Yep. Loud and clear.
Perfect. So we just obviously touched on Arsenal yesterday, John. First of all, obviously you're a big Arsenal fan. Number 1 SPAD supporter.
Doesn't know much about football then.
Actually, no, there is a slight problem. I can't hear Pope very well.
Can you not? That's all right. That's
Why is that a problem, John?
yeah.
That's a good thing.
He sounds really far away for once.
You're happy for that.
John, what's your view of Arsenal so far this season? And obviously, just commenting on yesterday's Oxford United win.
Well, basically, we're the best team in all the world again.
Over 12 games.
Definitely an Arsenal
Should we
supporter.
cut him off?
Pope's get very mardy, isn't he, nowadays?
Do you know what? Yeah, bit like you said, the bit of fame, and he's had a podcast. All of a sudden, he's got brave, hasn't he?
Basically, they've won as many Premier Leagues as Leicester, and he's giving it the big I am.
That's a great
You've
stat.
won as many Champions League as Leicester as well, haven't you?
Still, Pope, speak up, mate. I can't hear you. Anyway, back to Arsenal. No, yeah, we're playing really well. It's good to see the club finally back to where I believe they belong, in the top 2, top 3 in England.
Were you one of the ones that were calling for? Because Arteta came under a bit of flack last season. There was a few people sort of to lose patience with him. He had a bit of a wobble midway through the season yesterday. Were you one of the ones that was a bit undecided last year, or was you quite happy and thought he was going to stick with him?
No, I went to loads of games last season. I quite enjoyed it. I've been going to Arsenal for years and years and years, and you spend so much money going down to London and to other football grounds, watching Ozil, Aubameyang getting all this money and not really caring.
Yeah.
It was actually quite refreshing to see some young, hungry players running around that pitch.
And
But no, I've always backed Arteta.
So coming to young, hungry players, obviously Nketiah played well yesterday. Obviously, there's a lot of pressure on him now with obviously Jesus out for what seems to be many months. Are you confident he's good enough to fill those boots, or would you like to see Arsenal maybe go for a loan in this January window or try and get someone in?
It's difficult. We're not going to blow our wage structure and go for someone like that Felix deal that's come out today. Shocking a bit of business. But Nketiah isn't good enough. He's not. He's young. He's hungry. He's a great finisher. But Jesus gives us so much more than Nketiah can. And
Would you say that's due to game time or just ability?
I would say mainly game time, because whenever he's played recently, I think in the last 4 games he scored 4 goals for us.
So could we not just stay on the pattern of playing him and maybe he comes good and is what you're looking for?
Yeah, I think with the Premier League, it's so unforgiving, isn't it? You don't really get time to give players a little run out. I think Arsenal with Nketiah, if Arsenal have 10 of their first 11 out, and we have a fringe player like Nketiah comes in, he looks a lot better. But when we rest a lot more than 2 or 3 players, the drop-off is incredible. I mean, when we played, I think it was Nottingham Forest, Saka went down and Nelson came on, and he scored 2 goals for us. So I think the fringe players are good, but they need the quality players around them, at least 10.
He's a good squad player, isn't he? You'd happy to have him part of the team. You wouldn't want to see him go, but you would like to have a little bit of extra support for him or someone else to call upon, rather than it all being resting on his shoulders.
Yeah, I think his goal scoring record, if you look it up, it's incredible. He's the number 1 England's under-21 and top goal scorer.
Blimey, you really are pushing this Arsenal thing, aren't you?
He loves Arsenal. Yeah. He loves it up the Arsenal.
Would you like him to do all the cups to give him that extra game time? Make sure he gets all the cup runs, give him the game time, and then...
That's the 4th round of the FA Cup gone for him anyway, isn't it? Against City.
Oh, they got City in the 4th round.
I think the last time we played City, we beat them, Pope, 2-1.
Did you? Well done.
And the league game as well. They've got them soon.
All right, John. So just give us a prediction. Then we done it a couple of weeks ago. What would be give us your top 6? How do you think the league is going to end up? Give us a rundown. 1st to 6th. Where are you seeing everybody?
I think City are going to win it.
Okay.
No confidence in your team, are you?
No, I am confident. I think we're capable, but I'm not going to sit here and say,
He's realistic.
we're City. I mean, City rest their entire squad and beat Chelsea 4-0. I'd like Arsenal to rest their entire squad and beat Chelsea 4-0, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
Liverpool have been resting their whole squad the whole season
All
so
season,
far.
yeah.
But
So,
you
I'm
think
gonna go
City first?
Yeah, City first, Arsenal second. I'm going to go United third, Newcastle fourth. Yeah, let's go Liverpool fifth and Spurs sixth.
Okay.
Spurs 5th, Liverpool 6th.
You think that way around? John, thank you for taking the time for us, and personally, thank you for all the support you've done. You've always commented, you've always shared, you're always on the polls thing. So thank you very much for support and giving us your time today and being the very first SPADS Caller of the week.
And thanks for giving Dave loads of grief as well.
Keep up the good work.
All right,
Cheers,
well,
mate.
catch you soon.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
John.
Cheers, Johnny.
Thanks,
Cheers,
bye.
mate.
Take care, ta-ra.
I love that. I'm confident we're the best team in the league again. Who's going to win? City. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant for John. The Premier League returns this week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Some big games. I can't remember what they are.
Some
Can I
real
give-
big games you can't
Can
remember.
I give you a score update?
Is Arsenal
Man
and
United are
Spurs?
1-0 up against Charlton. Anthony scores.
Oh, good team,
You've
Charlton.
got the Manchester derby this weekend and you've got the North London
London.
derby.
Yeah.
Right, so you've got Fulham Chelsea on Thursday. Big game.
Have a London
potentially
derby.
for that. Big game.
Derby weekend.
Fulham.
So let's to come back on that. If Chelsea lose that, is Potter in trouble then?
No.
No? Not even losing to Fulham?
No, I don't think so. Fulham.
Fuller are
good-
in quite
side.
good form at the minute.
The fans will be on him, no doubt. And the media will give it some grief.
On Friday, Villa Leeds. Decent game, that.
Yeah, should be good. Hopefully, Villa will get better after beat by Stevenage.
Yeah, did you say that was crazy, wasn't it? Winning
2
1-0,
goals,
got someone sent off in the 89th minute,
Yeah,
and then
two
scored
goals.
2 goals. That incredible scenes. Yeah, I think it's on Saturday. Yeah, Merseyside. Sorry, not Merseyside derby. Manchester derby, City and United. Brighton, Liverpool.
Yeah, not confident there at all. Brighton.
Tough game, Brighton. Isn't
Very
it?
tough game. They're playing very well.
Everton, Southampton. That's a bit of a crunch game, both down the bottom.
Be
6 point on.
Good, some good football this weekend. Forest, Leicester. Again, interesting. I see
Yeah.
Brendan Rodgers come out today, backing himself, says, I think I'm a good coach, but if you look at our net spend over the last 2.5
I'm a good
seasons-
coach, not a magician.
Yeah, it's basically what he said.
Yeah.
He said our net spend over the last 2.5 years is 10 million, and West Ham and all that like 250 million.
Yeah, massive.
So it's which is a valid point, but that's a potential big game. Wolves, West Ham, and Brentford, Bournemouth is the other games on Saturday, and then on Sunday is Palace versus Chelsea again. So Chelsea are playing Thursday and
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Newcastle, Fulham, and then Spurs, Arsenal, North London derby.
Loads of derbies this week.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good
'Cause even
good
the
weekend.
Chelsea
football.
ones. Who did you
Derby,
say Chelsea
yeah.
playing?
Chelsea, Arsenal.
Palace.
Palace.
Now Fulham on Thursday, Palace on
Yeah,
Sunday.
so they got 2 London derbies. Chelsea.
Yeah.
2 big games for us.
Sharp as a crayon, you are, aren't you?
I am. I'm
Eh?
very sharp.
Sharp as a crayon.
Do you know what? I know we've
What's
talked
your
about
Manchester derby predictions?
2-1 City.
2-1 United. I think the new striker's going to score.
Is he actually
If he's
signed?
in.
Well, yeah.
No, I
if
think
it-
he'll be in. I think he'll be in.
It's got to be in by tomorrow.
Friday.
Is it Friday? Friday lunchtime.
6-1 City.
Dickhead.
Yep. 6-1 City. Haaland, hat-trick. De
You love
Bruyne.
a ridiculous prediction.
That's a good bet. That I wonder what the odds will be.
I'd like to see.
Probably about
Can you put
25
50p
to
on
1.
that? And I want to see proof.
25-1 is all.
Yeah, because everyone knows City will smash United.
So sore.
You know, we was talking about Arsenal.
was?
Arsenal have got some big games coming up. So obviously they've got Man City in the FA Cup, then the league, and they've got Spurs, and they've got United.
Yeah.
That's going to be a really big.
I wouldn't
test
say
for them.
Spurs is a big game for us.
I think
Oh,
North
it
London
is.
derby.
Yeah,
just
North
all-
London.
You know, form is
Yeah.
out of the book.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
derby
100%.
games.
In terms of football, I think that's pretty much
Pretty
wraps
much.
up.
Yeah.
We have got some announcements with regards to we're going in a little bit different direction. This started as a football / boxing / golf /
Cricket.
pod.
Boring
Slash
cricket.
four lads talking shit.
Whatever. It's been dominated by football mainly. What we are now going to do, starting from next week and fortnightly, we're going to break it off into a separate SPADS golf podcast. We're going to have a PGA Pro join us. We've got Mr. Sam Smith.
Not the singer.
Not the singer. Not the singer. Yeah, that's very fair. Who's going to come and join us for a golf-related pod. So we're going to run 2 podcasts. It'll be on the same channel. Be different playlists. So we're going to be bringing you, obviously, course content we told you before. We're going to be bringing you tips from a PGA Pro, not from us 4 clowns, of how to improve your game. And also we're going to bring a podcast where we're going to discuss all things golf related and how to improve your golf game. Excited about that, boys?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good to branch out, isn't it?
Can we just confirm the rumours? And it is true. We all witnessed it. Mr. Goebel did wear trousers on Sunday morning at golf.
Well, I didn't know where that was going. That's because I couldn't find my shorts.
So Lee wears shorts in every weather. He's one of those clowns that wears shorts. But he did wear trousers. Yeah, he did wear trousers.
And he's not a postman either.
So talk about we did play at the weekend.
Yep.
Well, me and Dave turned out.
Yeah. Well,
We only played 15 holes.
yeah, we played 15 holes. There was the tee times at the club was a bit jumbled, so we had to miss the first 3 holes. But it worked out all right.
I played really well.
Yeah, I played. Well, I didn't score great, but I played really well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that made sense. Yeah, you played some lovely shots. And
Tend not to score very well in the winter anyway, because everything's just a bit all over the gap.
I can't wait for the course content. I can't wait for 3-hole matches. I can't wait. Think about it as well. We could do scrambles against Sam. We could do all sorts of stuff against the thing. So it's going to be really good. So if you've got any golf-related questions, you will now see it branched out. This will be a football one. It'll have a football icon on it. The golf one will obviously have the golf emoji on it. So we're really excited.
There'll be a question every week, a golf-related question every week for you lot to comment on. So we want your comments and stuff.
Yeah, and if you want to know anything about golf, there's anything you need to learn. If you're trying to fix a slice, you're trying to fix a hook, let us know what you want to try and fix, and we will get Sam to answer it, not us, because we're trying to fix it ourselves. So we
still slice it.
Yeah, because we still slice it. I had a lesson yesterday, actually. Went very well.
Well, yeah, because we don't talk about golf now. Not allowed.
No, you can.
You can talk about golf,
You
Lee.
can talk about Colin McHarrell, we was going to talk about, wasn't we?
Yeah.
Talk what you want to talk about.
Absolutely bailed it on the back 9.
Yeah, so
6-shot lead straight down the pan. But
So
John Rahm did 10 under.
Yeah,
Around.
so talk about that. So to
Incredible.
give some context, obviously Thursday, Colin McHarrell was leading through the first 3 days, wasn't he?
Last 3 days. John Rahm was leading the first. Great 9 under. His putting was, honestly, he must have done 12 or 13, 20, 25 footers at least. Right. It's just, his putter was on fire.
And then Malcar and Scheffler, wasn't it? 1 and 2. Rahm sort of dropped off a bit.
Yeah.
And then going into the final day, it was like, it's either going to be... And Morikawa was a couple of shots ahead of Scheffler. And
3 or 4. He managed 1 under for a...
Yeah, and you just thought, I'll be one of those 2. Under. And then all of a sudden, just Rahm come out of nowhere.
Yeah, 10 under.
Boom,
That's
boom,
incredible
boom.
goal.
Yeah,
But it's
crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting stat. They did, I see on Twitter, someone put out that if you use the world handicap system, so obviously the average of the lowest 8 of your last 20 rounds is what the world handicap system is. John Rahm would be plus 13.
Wow.
Wow. That's incredible.
The question was, could you bring it to your course and still win with your handicap and his plus 13? So
I think
he goes to the course owing 13 shots.
Wow.
I don't think I'd beat John Rahm if he played the 18 and I just played the front 9. I still think he'd beat me.
13's nothing though, really, for him to get back to level par.
No, he'd pick it up on 1 hole.
When we're when we're bang average.
But no, it is incredible. It was a great comeback. He won. Morikawa fell apart, which was because he was doing okay, but unfortunate to see.
If you ever get a chance to go to Hawaii and play golf, it looks incredible.
Yeah, it's on the bucket list. It's just above Chapman.
Weather golf.
Yeah, a course that's not saturated.
Daylight golf.
We did use the light-out balls again. I don't know if you see it again. We put it out last week. It was fantastic. I have got a video this week of Lee teeing off with the light-out ball, which I shall put in the video here. If you
That's gone absolutely nowhere.
listen to it, I don't know if you're on the podcast. You
Please
can
don't
find
laugh
it
at
on
my
YouTube.
swing.
Didn't go very, very far.
Didn't go very far, but
Looks
it's a great
cool,
shot.
though.
Look wicked.
Looks so good, those balls.
So good, so good.
But yeah, gents, I think that's it. So we'll wrap it up for this week. Thanks very much for joining us. Let us know if you think Potter's in trouble. Let us know whether you think Gareth Bale is overrated or not. And like I say, please get in contact. Let us know if you want anything golf related.
Comment, share. Like, comment, share.
share.
And also, if you
subscribe.
want to come on and be caller of the week,
Yeah. get in contact with us on social media.
Don't
or on
put your phone number on anywhere.
No,
online.
yeah, obviously don't
You
post.
can if you want, but
But no, gentlemen, thank you very much, and we'll catch you
boys.
again next week.
Take it easy.
Thank you.